And welcome our good friend, Jelly Malenga. Hey, girl. Oh,
Hey, how's everybody doing?
okay. So before you found me, what was your life like? What were you struggling with?
So I have a very strong background in early learning, and I was burnt out and working for a lot of other people. I was working in a school, and I had this dream of creating something for myself, be it where I could eventually move forward to doing full time. And I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, "There's something I want to do," and everybody was like, "Open up a daycare." No, I didn't want to do that. I'd already been an assistant director, and I was burnt. No, I knew I didn't want to do that. And then I just in Googling that type of thing, working with kids, some of your stuff started coming up. And so the first time I didn't join because I was just like, oh, I'm not really sure. I was asking people what they thought, and they were just like, no, it's a scam, or no, it's not a good idea, or you don't need help. Do what you want to do, figure it out. And then, but I kept watching, and like a lot of beautiful people in this group, I kept lurking and reading, kind of creeping. And then you start talking about online preschool. And it was just like, there it is. There it is. And I ordered the book, and I'm here now, honey. Yes. Like that was what I was looking for. It's like, wow, I can do what I want to do. That's it. But nobody else could. Like, I'm like, this is what I want to do, but couldn't really put a finger on it. But you did. So I'm grateful for that because I needed that.
Awesome. So, how you joined in October, but how long had you been following me? You said you didn't jump in before. So, how long?
No, maybe a little over a year, maybe 2 years.
Okay. Okay. Do you often wonder, like, had you joined back then, what your preschool could be like now? Do you ever sometimes wonder about that?
I do wonder about that. And I do wonder about that. Fear definitely came in.
Mm.
And what I've told myself is, when it's time, it's time.
Mhm.
Because I know one of the things that I did not do is I did not come on to the lives.
Mm.
It's just like I was watching replays, listening, reading, but I didn't come on to something like this to where it's like, this is real. Ask your questions. Let me help you. And I
Yeah.
think I didn't because I was scared of failing. I think
Mm.
had I come on to an opportunity like this, then we'd be talking about my year or two, not my 6
Right.
months, you know?
Right. Yeah. So let me then ask you this. Let's say you didn't start 6 months ago. Let's say you didn't join 6 months ago. And let's say that you were a challenger on the fence, literally right now at this moment, like, and you didn't have 6 months worth of your preschool. What would you have missed out on? Tell us everything that just happened in the last 6 months that because you joined, you now have all of this.
What would I have missed out on? So much. Had I not come back and participated to learn more and get more, I would have missed out on meeting some of the most amazing people that I've ever met. I would have missed out on being inspired by women that helped me know that your dreams do come true. And I would have missed out on having a strong foundation to do it with. I mean, it's easy. They say everything is duplicable. Okay, sis, go ahead. However, I would have missed out on having a strong foundation to help build. And also, I'm so used to helping everybody else. I got a chance to see what it's like for other people to help me. I got a chance to be vulnerable and learn like, no, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to lean on other people. I did the 1K in one day. No, before that,
Oh,
I posted
okay.
by post there and post the name of the preschool, and someone DM me and said, I want to go ahead and sign up. And I was like, oh shoot. Oh, okay. And I went live in the group, like, okay, we got one. All right. Turned out it was not one, it actually was two. She signed up two sisters. And thankfully I got preschool. Okay, so that's how I started on Preschool in a Box. Thankfully, because in the script in Preschool in a Box, it tells you if they got more than one kid, what to say. So I'm like, oh, okay, this, I can offer you this. And the fact that it's digital, I didn't have to wait for the box. Immediately, I could just go straight to the script and sound professional, knowing that I still didn't really have a clue of what the heck I was doing. And so then people started sharing my 1001 day. Let me tell you something. I have done so many fundraisers and that's why I didn't stay in Girl Scouts. Sucked. No, made no money. Nobody bought anything, nothing. And I mean, people I didn't even know started just donating. And that Preschool in a Box, it tells you every day what to say, what to do. I literally was just copying and pasting and then adding a personal picture, and people like, that sounds amazing. Here's $100. That sounds amazing. People DMing me like, Jelly, I don't want my business out there. What's your Cash App? And literally, I had it at 1,500, but so Facebook closes when it gets to 1,500, but I raised over $1,800.
That's awesome.
And had I sat on the fence, I would not have had that. This is purpose. You couldn't put your finger on it. But then when you saw it, you didn't stay on the fence. You took a leap of faith and you didn't have to do it by yourself. So that I would still be sitting on the fence going, ugh. I'm too cute for that. No, there are people I needed to meet. There are children who now call me Auntie Jelly. I have not been blessed to be able to have my own babies, and now I have more babies. I needed that.
Yes. That is amazing. So when you posted your script, how many students did you sign up within the 7-day period?
Within the 7-day period, I had 3.
3. Okay. And then your start date was January, right?
January 3rd.
Okay. All right. So posted in October, start date January 3rd. How many students do you have start with you in January?
I had 12.
12 students. Okay. So they kept coming in. I love it. You had your first day. And then now where are you at?
Okay. So now I have 13. And I'm also tweaking some things. My computer died. So thankfully, because I communicate with my parents and I learned in the group how to have my awesome Facebook group, what type of things to say, be transparent. So I also offer like ABC Mouse. So they're still doing their ABC Mouse activities, and they are aware that we're tweaking some things. I've switched from curriculums. I'm doing more literacy based because that's what my parents are more excited about.
Yeah.
And I'm actually now getting ready to do some preschool pop-ups. I've had several people inbox me asking me would I be willing to do some in-person pop-ups to help their children get to where they want to be. So now I'm trying to figure out, I'm playing with like, how much should I charge? How should I play this? Where should I rent? And then not only, look at me telling all my business. Okay, but not only have I had that, but just from other people sharing, like walking in and the students are in the hub doing their lessons.
Yes.
I actually have a meeting with some people that are interested in possibly doing some things on Roku TV. So we'll see what's going to happen.
No.
I have a meeting coming up. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, they messaged me and they're just like, this is our network. And we have a lot of, it's a large network of African-American homeschoolers.
Yeah.
And the moms are just like, one of my friends, her child was doing your class and more people need this. And they're like, this can help our network. You make money, we make money, and it can also help build your students. So I have a meeting coming up. And so and even if it doesn't go to that, the fact that somebody messaged me, like I didn't go to you, they came to me, and it was just off of my regular watching me do my programming, my on-demand programming, so because just for those who don't know, like I'm not live. I don't teach live. I pre-record, which sounds crazy. Like they're like, what's the difference between watching you and watching TV? A lot. There's a big difference. They feel like they're in the room with me, no commercials, so even if that doesn't go wherever, I'm grateful. And had I not taken that chance, I wouldn't be having that opportunity even to discuss it.
Let me tie one last thing here, because 6 months earlier, 6 months ago, when you were like doing the challenge, you're like, oh my gosh, 2 students, I don't even know what to say to them, but like, let me look at a script to type it in there. Let me ask you this. 6 months ago, if this group with Roku TV had contacted you 6 months ago and said, Jelly, let's do this. Tell me about your confidence level 6 months ago. How would that have gone?
Okay, so first of all, 6 months ago they wouldn't have done it. And then I'm just being real, y'all. I'm just being real. And then secondly, no, I wouldn't have felt confident. I wouldn't have felt like I could do it, because the other thing that I love is a different marketing grammar that I've learned, even in just how to answer them. Like, no, they're not potential parents, but they could be potential parents. So I've learned, like, this is the lingo. This is how we talk. This is this, and just like a lot of my sisters, I had pre-recorded things to show them, because they'd only seen what someone else was watching. So then to go in and not just go in, but to go in and then show them my website, K-Hub. They were impressed with my website, and I was feeling myself like I built my website, feeling myself. And then to be able to take them behind the scenes, they were impressed.
Yep.
And so, no, 6 months ago, no. And now we're like, yes, where do I log in? Yeah, 6 months ago,
Yes.
6 months ago, I took a chance. I heard a call and I decided to answer. And now I'm a lot more confident. I'm excited, because I'm just like, if someone can approach me with their own network, the sky is the limit on where things can go. Because I'm all about multiple streams of income. And if this one thought of there's something I want to do with kids, grasping that and moving in that, even through fear and the questions of how, and then doing my 1,000, 1K in one day, it paid for my preschool in a box. It paid for everything else. It was just like, say yes to you, sis. Say yes. And by my saying yes, people I didn't even know were going, yes. What's your Cash App? Yes. Message requests. They weren't my Facebook friends. What's your Cash App? I saw a forward of what you're doing. What's your Cash App?
Wow. That is beautiful. So for those of you who think, oh my goodness, 3 signups on Founding Family Script, and what is that going to produce? How much a little bit of money a month is that going to produce? You have no clue what it will produce actually. When you say yes to you, when you invest in yourself and you say yes to the journey, you have opened doors that you don't even know that you're about to walk through. So Jelly, we are so proud of you, my friend. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. And I definitely want to encourage somebody, like, at the end of the day, you're peeking in, you're not peeking in for a reason. You're not thinking about it for not. There is something tugging you to invest in yourself. There is something pulling you to invest in yourself. And Joy's been sharing about different ways that you can make money, different ways. Somebody might be like, hey, well, that's great. You had this, you did the fundraising. I don't have the money. In all honesty, if you have $50 and you are being honest about your stuff, like you have $50, I will match it. DM me. Sign up tonight. I stand by. It's going to come back. It's going to come back, because people have poured into me. People have encouraged me. People, I'm just general people, not just general people, but even in the Preschool All Stars. Sis Stars have encouraged me. Sis Stars have DM'd me different tips. Sis Stars have shown me different things, walked me through their programs. And so that's the whole thing about this sisterhood. I promise you, it'll come back to me. I promise you, if you take that step and say, sis, this is all I have, and you being honest. Now, if you're not being honest, I'm going to stay blessed. You're going to be hurting. If you're being honest and you seriously like, this is me, this is who I am, but I don't have the full 97, DM me. I'll have it. Join tonight. It's your time. It's your time.
Jelly, you are the best.
That's me.
You're the best, girl. All right. We will talk soon, my friend.
Bye, y'all.
See you. If you love today's episode, then you are going to love this. I want to give you a free gift in your hands. This is a copy of my book, Start Your Preschool, and I want to get it to you for free. Yes, I said for free. It is a 300-page book. It'll help you learn the step-by-step process to actually starting your local or your online preschool. Every single step that I walked myself through, as well as the thousands of women who've created their own successful preschools, have gone through the exact steps listed in this book. Not to mention, I also share 20 amazing women's stories. So you can see how not only did it work for me, but it works for amazing women just like you as well. I want to get you this free copy. Just go to freepreschoolbook.com or click the link in the description and we'll get it to you today. Again, just go to freepreschoolbook.com and we'll get it right to you.